Hello, everyone. I am the mysterious man who will share with you the eerie stories I have been told, along with those sent to me from all over. Today, I'm bringing you a story that was told to me. I have changed the names of the characters in this story. Now, let's listen to the ghost bride at Binh Hung Hoa Cemetery. Binh Hung Hoa Cemetery, a resting place for thousands of graves, has long been known for ghostly tales and supernatural occurrences that no one can explain. Among these stories, the most terrifying is the legend of the ghost bride, a young woman in a white wedding dress who wanders silently among the graves at night, carrying an unrelenting sorrow. Thou, a young man who didn't believe in ghost stories or legends, decided one night to explore the haunted spots of Saigon with a group of friends. The Binh Hung Hoa Cemetery quickly became an ideal destination for them, as it was infamous for its eerie and frightening legends. They decided to enter the cemetery around midnight, when everything was submerged in darkness. As they stepped into the cemetery, Bao felt an icy wind pass through, causing him to shiver. The atmosphere was gloomy, and the silence was unsettling. Dim street lights cast long, eerie shadows across the graves. The group ventured deeper, heading towards the old graves, the place often associated with the ghost bride. After a while, too, a girl in the group started feeling uneasy and urged everyone to turn back. "I'm feeling a chill down my spine. Maybe we should leave," she said, her voice trembling. But Bao laughed. "What's there to be scared of? We haven't even seen a ghost yet." They continued a bit further when suddenly a faint light appeared in the distance. It was the hazy figure of a woman in a long white dress, floating among the graves. The group stopped, their hearts pounding, unable to speak. The girl in the wedding dress seemed not of this world, almost floating in midair. Her pale face, with hollow black eyes, stared into the distance. Summoning all his courage, Bao stepped forward and shouted, "Who's there? Who are you?" But there was no response. The ghostly bride stood still, her empty gaze directed at him. At that moment, Bao felt as if her eyes were piercing into the depths of his soul, carrying a sorrow beyond words. The group started to feel uneasy and decided to leave. But as they turned to go, they heard footsteps trailing behind, along with the rustling of a wedding dress against the ground. Bao turned and was startled to see the ghost bride standing closer, her face growing more gaunt and eerie. He felt a cold breath, like the touch of death, on his face. He screamed, grabbing Lan's hand to flee. But the group couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The footsteps, the rustling dress, continued to echo around them, as if the ghostly bride was chasing them. As they neared the gate, a gust of wind blew, and the street lights abruptly went out, leaving everything in complete darkness. Bao stopped, gasping for breath. In that moment, he felt a cold hand on his shoulder. He turned to find the ghost bride's face right in front of him, her empty eyes and pale lips seemingly trying to speak. "Return it to me, Dot." Her voice was soft but echoed through the night, like a sound from another world. Bao felt a chill down his spine, his legs trembling and frozen. Just when he thought he was going to faint, the street lights suddenly flickered back on. The ghost bride was gone, as if she had never been there. The group stood in stunned silence for a moment before regaining their senses and running out of the cemetery. Bao vowed never to return to that place. In the days that followed, Bao couldn't shake the image of the ghost bride. He had nightmares repeatedly. In his dreams, the woman in the white dress would appear, standing silently by the graves, her sorrowful eyes staring at him. Bao decided to share the story with an older friend. After listening, the friend quietly said, "That's the ghost of a young bride who took her own life right before her wedding because her engagement was broken off. Since then, her soul has wandered in Binh Hung Hoa Cemetery, carrying a sorrow and resentment that cannot be eased. They say whoever encounters her at night will be haunted by a curse forever." Bao felt a chill. From then on, he always avoided cemeteries and deserted places at night. But every time he passed by Binh Hung Hoa, he could feel an invisible presence, a cold wind reminding him of that terrifying night. The story of the ghost bride at Binh Hung Hoa Cemetery continues to spread. People who pass by the cemetery at night often report strange phenomena. The rustling sound of a wedding dress, a hazy figure drifting among the graves, and sometimes the image of a sorrowful girl standing by the road who vanishes when approached. Whether true or not, the ghost bride remains part of Saigon's haunting legends, making anyone with a faint heart hesitant to enter the cemetery at nightfall. This story ends here. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and motivate me to create more stories. For now, goodbye and see you next time.